I can put it. Or yeah, go for it. Put it out there if you can. Thanks. Yeah, I've recorded them. Start all the recording. early, isn't it? Oh, fuck. Bye, Ben. How are things? Ben, how did I press play? Oh, yeah, they use the sheet. Follows. Oh, yeah, he's just gone to the bathroom. Yeah, it's brilliant. Thank you very much, Bill. Good morning, hurling fans! Hailstones Hurling starts now. Welcome to Kiva Sports Centre, located in Milton, Wisconsin, not to be mistaken by Milton, East Cork. You are looking out upon the Michael J. Stats Field, where the players play. So the standings are red 3-0, black 2-1, white 1-0, blue 0-2, green 0-3. And the rosters are: on the green team, Sean Doonan from Brian Dillon's Cork Club is out, and Bill Jones, native of Wisconsin, is in. Connor Diddleshack from Ohio, Jake Martell from America somewhere, Brian Murphy from Ballinora, Mike Naprala from Sicily, David Nelligan from East Cork, Brady Terry from Wisconsin, and Thomas Peterson from Northern Wisconsin. And on the blue team, we have Ben Bears, we have David Grave, we have the tip man, Willie Costigan. Let's hope he's sober this morning. Good old reliable Willie Costigan, as Fish say. We have Stephen Cobb, all the way from Dublin, and Andrew Guilford, also known as Andy Gilly, Jerry Gretton, the soulless man from Offaly, Derek Hayes from Waterford, Max Jackal from Madison, and Liam Jones, son of Bill Jones, all the way from Madison, Wisconsin. Descending on, and I have Shane Doyle with me in the booth this morning. Shane, how are you keeping this morning? Good stuff, good stuff. Looking out on the players now, what do you think? We have Marcus Kennedy as ref. From a very, very strong hurling stronghold in Roscommon. Just going through a few of the injury losses for the green that will be felt. Sean Doonan, Doozers, looking out there. Is it his ankle? Yeah, he's a massive loss. And they also have good guy Colm O'Reilly is also out of action today. I think he's cup tight. Other commitments, yeah. And just subbing for Colm is Brady Terry. Jeez, that's a very good replacement. Very good. Wonderful. And I think Terry's out there. He's wearing the camouflage kind of t-shirt. And jeez, he'll blend in. He did a good job in the wheelie last week. And could have cut out of a reliable Willie. Sure, look, fair play to him. He's mixing it up. Very stylish. No, definitely not around Care or any of those places. I mean, Brian Murphy there, he's looking fit. Recently got a big shout out to the Brian Elaine. After a million years, Brian finally pops the question to Elaine. Ask him to marry around Christmas. And it looks like, geez, what you call it, this Jake looking pumped. Oh, yeah. I think Dave Nelligan was, he doesn't look the freshest this morning. He's probably at the first Friday Mass there in there on State Street. Yeah. Matt Fahey and Steve Cobb, two great hurling men from Dublin. Oh, is he from Meath? Oh, wait, the accent is mistaken. Yeah. Sure, either or, there, it's still a place where it's still the Pale. And looking over there, looks like Derek is barking the orders for the blue team, and Brian Murphy is Brian Murphy's just talking over there. See Conor Dilishak warming up, and you can clearly spot the difference in the nationalities by the shorts. What do you think of that, Shane? Like the Americans go for the longer below the knee shorts. No, that's Jake. Dave Grieve is on the blue team, I think. Yeah, and Dave Grieve, man of the match in last week's big performance to follow up now this week. 5 or 6 goals, I think. Yeah, the poacher. Yeah, great to see that coming on. Yeah. And the loss for the blue team is Eli Jones. Eli Berg. Eli couldn't make it this morning. Himself, Mark, and John Hargett are in Denver skiing. So a big shout out to you boys. Hope you're listening in. I said they had a quiet night last night and got a bit of rest. Yeah, so we have Ben Bears in goal this week, and Stephen Cobb, who is in for Phil Forts, is playing in the back. And Nelligan and William for the throw in. And they're off! And a pull! I know Brian Murphy on it. Quick roll pick. Panning off to Nelligan. Nelligan tearing down through. Nelligan already with it. Oh, jeez, he missed that. And he gets the goal. Jeez, the first. Oh, yeah, we'll keep that's a goal for Brian Nelligan. And it's Conor Dilishak and Willie fighting for it. Brian Murphy's back. Jeez, Brian Murphy's back inside his own 45. That's the change for the Bucks. And Willie shoots. And it's a great goal by Willie Costigan on the 30. Jeez, it looks like he's sober. When Willie shows up sober and ready to play, he's a different player. And Nappy's in on the other goal mount there. He's picking, he turns, he strikes. Great block down by Cobb. And the ball's back again with Nappy. Back out to Murphy took the touch. If he only catches more balls. And Murphy back to Brady. Brady fumble. And geez, Max Jackal is on him like a dog in heat. That's it. They're really putting the pressure on a high court press. Willie nearly clings Nelligan. He should have definitely passed it. He's on the soulless man, Jerry Gretton, all the way from off late. The Lone Ranger. And it's a free out foul on Jerry. And Derek barking the orders. Ball high up in the air. Conor Dilishak's on it. Conor Dilishak coming out with the ball. I'd say so, yeah. It was a fair few steps. Although Marcus Kennedy letting it go. Nelligan on it now. Takes a fair few steps as well himself. Doesn't seem to hold on to it. Jerry Gretton onto the ball now. Oh, no advantage there, ref. And that's Nelligan with Dave Nelligan on a goal on the 50. Max Jackal is on the ball here now. Really good puck out, wide at the purse. And now we have lovely ball down. Murphy with the touch. Steve Cobb on him tight. Murphy sends him left, sends him right, shoots. The ball is wide. Nappy's on it now. Nappy takes really small steps when he's running. I know Willie has it. Willie looks explosive. Willie with the second one. Oh, great save by Bill. Follow-up shot is missed. Bill's feeling that in the shin. Nappy with the touch. Oh, just spilled away from him. We're even already. We have 6 points to 3 minutes in. Really, the two boys are really at it. Oh, Jerry Gretton on it. Pulls it. On a great point by Jerry Gretton. And looks like Jerry is now picking up Murphy. That's a good match-up. And another point for Green from the puck out. Brian Murphy. Willie's on in the corner. Bill's after coming out the line. Oh, is that a Cardinal there by Bill? Willie putting the pressure on. Pushing the back. Oh. They're very leading. But at least he's consistently bad. He's letting lock go. Conor Dillashack, lovely ball out to Murphy. Now Derek wins that. Jeez, that was pretty soft. No, it was. I don't know under the new rules now. Is it Brady must takes the free? Looks like Brian is going to strike it himself. It'll be just out alright. Oh, and that's a point by Brian Murphy. So now it's 8-4, 4 minutes in. Shot puck out to Derek. Derek steps, plays the ball upfield. Conor Dillashack plucked it out of the air. Conor Dillashack winding up. Just wide. She's great catch, great feeling by Conor Dillashack there. Best hands in Madison, rumour has it. Yeah, I've heard that from many sources. Willie sends. And Conor Dillashack back there to get the vital hook in. Lovely. That's a lovely pass out by Bill. We have Craig Wagner here. Craig, how you doing? We get Craig's input on the game when he calls over. He was morning coffee and his Craig. Alright, Craig. I'm back to the game here now, and we have Dave Grieve on. Plays up to Willie. Willie with a point. There we go. So Craig, we'll just get your input there for straight away from the game so far. What do you think for the first 5 minutes?
Well, it looks like it's a pretty tight match. I just walked in to see a couple of points come in, so I think these teams are pretty evenly matched, and we're gonna have a good one.
Yeah, hopefully, please God. And Craig, you didn't make it out of town this morning.
I didn't.
No. Dave Grieve followed up last week's performance with a point. We have Brian Murphy shooting from 30, 40 yards out with a load of bodies in the way. And Nelligan with another shot on target. And Nappy is in the corner, playing it out. Steve Cobb on his back. Joey Grehan. Now it falls to Murphy. Murphy winds up. And great goal by Murphy. So it is 11-6 to Green. It looks like there's going to be a change in the goal. Steve Cobb. Ben Bear's coming out. And Ben really, to be fair, he was a fault for no goals, but they're seeing can they freshen things up. William Brady fighting for it here. I tell you, Brady Terry is as tight a defender in indoor as you'll see, but there's no stopping Willie Costigan there. Good old reliable Willie with a goal on Bill to bring it back to 11-9. And jeez, what happened there? There, Shane. Was there a block? Was there a block on? I think a blue blocked the puck out there inside the goal or inside the small box, and it's a free out. And Brian Murphy is about to take the free. Seasoned indoor player. I think this is his third or fourth season. And Nappy fighting for it up there in the corner. Ben Bears is on him. And there's a bit of rooting going on in the corner. A good old walk. And there's Fahy. And Fahy kicks it out. And there's Dave Grieve and Conor Dillashack fighting away there in the corner. Who's going to win? Conor Dillashack comes out with a hand pass to Nelligan. Fahy hitting Nelligan. Nelligan tearing through. Nelligan catches it 3 times. He strikes. And a point from Nelligan. Good point from Nelligan from East Cork. He's looking pretty abrasive there already. Nelligan showing no ill effects of anything from the dance hall last night. Jeez, yeah. But it looks like, and Willie's playing better today, and he left his sweetheart at home. A great block down by Fahy there, and the Italian stallion Nappy with a goal. Nappy, yeah. Dave Greaves turns. Hand pass off to Willie. Willie winds up. Oh, goal. Jeez, there was no stopping that anyway. Oh, Bill with a cardinal error, pucking it straight out to Willie. Give him a second chance. Save. Oh, but it went over. Bill rushing the puck out there, hit it straight on top of Willie. And you can't give Willie it's like asking him to mind your point. You can't give him an easy one. And the ball's gone upfield again. Bill has it. He strikes it down to Murphy. And then Fahy and Tree the matchup. Tree trying to get leaves on that one. Very close game, 15-13. It's a good Madison derby, and that's a goal by Murphy. That brings it 18-3. Very good pickup. Just a notable call out to a few more gentlemen who've another goal there by Dave Grieve, following up 1-1 today for Dave Grieve. There's a few mentions to Ross Dunford is over there doing a great job on the scoreboard. He's doing a good job. Next to him is Matt Fahy here to see the show. Matt Daly. Doozles, as we said earlier, is here keeping court and making sure his team gets the result done. And good guy Colm O'Reilly is also here as well to oversee proceedings. And then there's also two Colleen out in the bleachers that came to see the lads as well. So great to see we're getting more numbers. Great block. That push in the back by Tree, and that indiscipline will catch them. And Jerry Gretton saves no time and shoots, and it's Bill Jones didn't know an awful lot about that, but he stopped with his instep with his foot. Willie winds up, shoots, and Willie with another goal. What's that for Willie? Willie's on 4-2 today, and Murphy's turns. Murphy strikes. Oh, and saved by Cobb. Murphy really should have finished that one. He'll be listening this back tomorrow sometime, and Murphy, you really should have scored that one. And then Nappy with the follow-up goal. And ball up, no time on the wasting the puck out. Back up to Willie. Willie's at the shot, but Jake Martell cleans it up and hits it back up infield. Ben Bears and Tree fighting away. Ben Bears, been thrown out. Lost the bigger man, and Murphy winds up. I went to point. Tell us frantic stuff here. 22-19 at Kiva Stadium this morning. And the show is sponsored by Barry's Tea Bags. So just a line ball in. It looks like Jake Martell is going to... Oh, this is actually coffee. What is that? Should be a hot ball. Jake Martell with silent cut. Hot ball. I think to the date. Jeez. And back with Cobb. Brilliant. Max Jackal there with the lovely finesse touch. And Max Jackal with the kick. Max with a lovely goal there. Normally known as a defender, but he's like myself in indoor soccer. He's notions at the moment today, and he's playing up front. And Matt Fahey down in the back, but trying to get that up. He's kicking more balls and striking them. And that's the new man. Is that the new man, Andy Gilly? Not to be mistaken with Brad Pitt. Yeah, that's right. And Bill coming back. Bill and Jake there playing a bit of 1-2, and Jake with a long range shot and a great point by Jake. Good shout out for Jake there. He's not only is he preventing scores, but he's also hopping on the scoreboard himself. Ball from a puck out. Knell again, knocked out to Murphy. Murphy winds up. Cobb takes it to the belly, but stops it nonetheless. And in the corner there now we have a bit of a submersial. And great hand pass by Conor Dilishak. He found Brian Murphy there. And Brian Murphy stands it up, shoots, and it's a point. Not a breath to be caught here this morning as Liam Jones comes in for Matt Fahey. And ball's back in play by Ben Bears. Poked out long. Max Jackal and Jake fighting for it there. Jake has to win in. Murphy, 30 yards in space, turns Liam Jones. William Jones Jr. left in, right in, shoots, and it's a goal. To be fair, the young man did his best at keeping out Murphy, but it was a bit of a mismatch. Physicality, experience showed there, yeah. And Jake and Max Chattel fighting away. Max on his back. Max picks it up, dispossesses him, tears through, and that's a foul by Nelligan and Jake. In the blue team saw. And it looks like Max is going to shoot for it. Go on, Max. Strike. And it's a point by Max. Good lift and strike. Oh, it does. From other players, yeah. I think that rule is brought in because Ross Dunford lettered Bill with a goal with a slitter into the with Alan Morris. And Alan Morris is ever, if you're listening, Alan, good morning to you. How are you keeping? But yeah, it's hitting Alan Morris's stats, and that's just a point by Gretton. And it looks like Nappy and Ben Bears are fighting in the corner there now. And Steve Cobb comes out with it. He takes the ball, turns back, but he uses the boot wisely. Jim Gavin called this man up, left boot by Steve Cobb, and the ball's played to Nelly. First touch isn't good, and Andy Gilly is on him. And I tell you, Andy Gilly, some man for pace, he puts him under pressure, and is still in by calling by the ref. Ben Bears coming out, lovely hand pass to Max Jackal. Max Jackal with the ball upfield. Brady Terry plucks it out of the air. Hand passes to Brian Murphy. Brady Terry, he could have taken the point. Oh, Conor Dillashak and wide. Jerry Grayton, the soulless man from Offaly, on his back. And just looking through here now, the Ballinora man, Brian Murphy, with how many goals? We'll add another goal to that because Brian Murphy just made it 4. Ballinora, the Murphy's club, not known as being a very strong hurling club, but I think they are, yeah. Never heard senior club hurling, yeah. He claims this is his club, but sure. I think that's a big call out, yeah. His favourite hurler and good friend, Michael Fenley and Brian Murphy. Oh, Brian Cork. So they're not playing to an advantage. But Brian Murphy, big fan of Brian Corcoran. I believe at Christmas one year he got a signed card from Brian Corcoran. Shout out, pick it up out of it. You do. He puts it over, and he's not happy with that. And Brian, when you're listening back to this again, that should have been a goal probably. If this is a 2-point game in the balance, just want to let you know that. Oh, they are 7 point. But they Willie Costigan back on, and look, oh William, and that's Nelligan line on the ball there. Young William Jones could have I don't know. Did he foul the ball? No, is this a hot ball? Have we seen the man from Boyle? Oh, it's a. You live on it, yeah. I'd say so. And it looks like Willie's going to take a shot here now. Technical foul in the box. And Murphy and Bill aren't happy with that. And Willie just give the thumbs up. He's going to go for it. Good old reliable Willie with a shot. And he scores that. I tell you, when he's a ball in his hand rather than a point, he's a much more reliable man. And Jerry Grayton back. Really much David and Goliath here now. Jerry Grayton and Tree facing off. And we've Liam, father and son. If I ever saw my father on the hurling pitch, I wouldn't be as nice as young William Jones is. I'd be coming in late with the hurl all the time. And turn and strike by Murphy. and another goal. So it looks 34-27, 7 points difference. 6 minutes to half time, and a great catch again by Murphy was caught waiting for the bus in that one there, and came and took him out. He likes to wait. He likes to wait. we'll clarify, yeah. No, and here we have Derek back in, and it looks like it's a 65. Murphy looking up and down, and he strikes. Low ball in, 3. And a goal for 3 there to bring it to make 10 points the difference. But as you know, as well as I know, Shane, 10 points with Willie Coskin on the other end isn't as much. And just proving there, good old reliable Willie with another goal. He's looking like Seamus Canlin this morning. Oh, on the other end we have 3, and he'll be happy with that. 2 goals there in quick succession. And I'm just calling Murphy up with it. And Willie saves no time, and he's on his back. Willie put him under pressure. Murphy plays back to, and then Max or Jack with a ridiculous strike pass for a yard. Should have used a hand pass there. Then that's a pet peeve. And free now. In that case, Cobb's eyes were looking. I don't know. He went for the ball there. I think that was just 3 just beating 11 feet in the air. So. And Cobb is arguing his case, and he's saying that when the lad's that height and you're hurling up in the air, that usually it doesn't make contact. But I can see why Stephen Cobb is saying is arguing that fact, and I agree with him. And even the white boots of 3 couldn't even put that in the net. Very flashy. Very flashy. We will say that. I believe he got them for his birthday. Oh, soft boot, huh? And I tell you, he's not made for soft ground. And the ball's back up. Willie Coskin taps it down from himself. He turns. Willie Coskin with another goal! Jeez, great from the ball from the back up. Willie, lovely touch, brought it down from himself. There's nothing Brady Terry could do. And there's a bit of a step coming into this blue team now, and there's a bit of fight coming in. And Ben Bears is back there in the corner, picks it up, pushes off the tackle from Nappy, hand passes across to Derek. Derek plays it up into the corner. Great catch by Max. Plays it back down, or by Jake even. And then Nappy on it. Ben Bears holding him up. Nappy turns, runs towards it, turns, and a goal. Jeez, it's all action here. 43-33. And Brady Terry with Willie just shrugs him off. You want to be a pure red meat eating carnivore to deal with Willie's physicality here. Oh, barman, yeah. Oh, bouncer. No. Oh, I reckon that's a wide ball. Are we going to go to... Oh, no. We went to Hawkeye. Just looking back here. And Hawkeye Marcus. Oh, what a goal by Jerry Gretton from the halfway. Shoots. Good in top corner. And he wouldn't. The old V look up there by Marcus Kennedy was in full flight. And now back onto Willie. Willie looks up, strikes. And that, look, we're going to be fair there, and that's a point as well. Hawkeye's just in. And Willie's happy with that, and a happy Willie is a good Willie. Willie Costigan. And Willie seems to be in good hands this morning on the blue team. He's giving us a wave. And Brian Murphy with a silent cut. Oh no! And Brian Murphy and myself were practicing silent cuts during the summer there, and they're showing dividends. In the end, flew down a day early to get a few tips. And Joey Graham winds up here. Oh, just off mark. Brady. And geez, Murphy stepped Derek there, and Derek's still waiting to turn. And Brian Murphy across the 13 to the on-rushing David Nelligan. David Nelligan from about 3 yards out sticks that. David Nelligan's on a hat-trick already. And you know what? He's putting in a good defensive effort. He's up and down. He's back on the line here. Looks like he's been fouled. So now the question, and as you say, this is a great rule. It gives Dave Grieve a chance to go for it here now himself. And you know what? He should go for it. $10 points down and the clock's running down 44 seconds. I'd go for it. Oh, go for it. Go on. Oh no, and he hits it, but it was a messy one and it was kept out. Strike down. And Jerry Graham in a pull. Oh, and the clock's at 30 seconds. We have Derek. Derek fails to pick up three turns around. And now we have Ben Bears. Oh, look at Conor Dillashaw came from nowhere. The man from originally from Mayo. Strikes. Oh, no. 10 seconds left on the clock. Can someone get a score before it finishes? 3 to the Italian Stallion Nappy. Oh, but not unlucky. 3, 2, 1, and it's half time. We're great to say. And just before the players go off, we're going to have a player. Willie! We're going to have a player's interview with Willie Costigan to see how he's getting on here. So, Willie, how are you keeping? Great to see you this morning. Great. You're looking a bit fresher than last week. No. 75 pints deep. So, Willie, what do you think so far? Just the first player interview Madison Hurling doing at a halftime show.
It's been a good game.
You speak up into the mic a bit more.
It's been a good game. It's going to be 10 points down now. Fish is the cutest man in Madison, and we're going to try come out here strong in the second half and take these boys on.
And what do you think you need to do in the second half, Willie, to get to really come up?
We need to hold on to the ball better and just go for goal every time.
Go for goal.
Take on our man and go for goal.
No bothers, Willie. What you call it? Thank you very much, Willie, for those few words. So you heard it there from the horse's mouth. Hold on to the ball and go for goals. So what you call it? Just recapping there on the stats. So. Jeez. 6 goals and 3 points.
Jerry Grant has got a goal, 2 points. Max Jackson has got a goal and a point. David Reed has got a goal and a point. That's 2 scores.
We're really looking at different Willie Costigan this morning, aren't we?
Yeah, sure they are. He's outscored Brian Murphy.
And on the green team, how's it looking?
So we have Brian Murphy with 5-5. We have Mike Umbrella, the Italian Stallion, with 3 goals. We have David Nelligan, who does look quite tired out there.
He does.
3-2, which is quite a return for
3-2. Jeez, that's good now. 3-2.
Yeah. 3 got 2 goals in succession there. We saw that. Almost hard work goal. And Jake Martell got a point.
And it's all balanced, Jake, with that great point from his own defensive line. And geez, do you know what? Green are looking strong, but from just talking to Willie there and looking at the blue team, they look to be still up for a bit more. They do. And just looking at the crowd there, Big Willie Jackson is after arriving. Recently he got ACL surgery. Great to see him coming out and supporting it. And we wish him the best with his upcoming himself and Christine are expecting. So best. It's great to see him out. He won't have so many more free mornings when the new baby comes along. And we have Craig Ragnar here to give do you want to give a few words on what you're seeing so far, Craig? Craig's just walking over. He's halfway through his coffee now. So Craig, what you got it? Here we go. Put on the headset there for a bit.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm a little more awake now. I've gotten further into this big mug of coffee. So good offense on both sides. I think the last few weeks we've seen like offense from one side, and like games have been lopsided, and this one looks like it's going to go all the way to the end. So That's good for you guys. Good airtime. Everybody will get to listen to you for the whole game. They won't shut it off because it's way out of hand with 20 minutes left. And I think the one I did a couple weeks ago was pretty lopsided. So it's
You do the trivia question for us.
sure. See if this is one that I know the answer to. What are the 3 sponsors that the hurling team has worn on the front of its traveling jerseys over the past 12 years? It's a great question. So yeah, everybody will have to think about that. You can see Sunday night when this broadcast gets up, or Saturday night, the Googling is going to go nuts.
What is? Come on, it is. Shane Fleming. So Shane Fleming on a sucky. Shane Fleming says great commentary lads, and he sends us a kiss in the hug. And he also says that might be something up my mic and speak up a little bit more. So there's nothing wrong with Fish's mic. He's just not shouting loud enough. So apologies if people can't hear me in the first half. I will make an effort to speak a little bit louder this half. So Craig, any standout moments for you in the first half?
I saw, I'm sitting down here, so that's what I saw the most. But yeah, I look forward to a good second half, and I'll turn this thing over to Benji so he can provide more.
Thank you very much, Craig. And do we have an answer for that trivia question? Oh, we don't. Oh yeah. 5 minutes left in the first half, so we're actually behind time here. Sure, you just talking more to my mic there, Will. So the answer is the Broca Irish Pub, Platt's Blue Ribbon, and Pro Genetics is the answers that Madison Hurling have worn on their jerseys for over the last 12 years. And 12 years, that's the same amount of years as a lot of lads have been playing hurling here.
I thought you were going to say something else there, Ben.
No.
I've just got clarification from Shane Fleming here. There's who's injured, but he says that's better, and that he can hear the sound of my mic now, which is good.
Oh, brilliant! Good stuff. And we have and just I suppose we're back into play here now. Ball's thrown in, and we have no scores in the half yet. Steve Cobb is in the corner, blew under pressure, and now getting it back up to Max Jackal, and it looked like Willie Murphy turns strike, and we have big Will here. Big Will, just want to what are your thoughts on the game so far? There, quick while we're
good game.
Very good
game.
game. And come here. How's the recovery going? Going good. And you are that you are. And Max Jackal with the ball coming out, and great block done by Italian Stallion Nappy, and the ball's that's good with Mike with the Italian Stallion Nappy. I'd say Doonan knows his tactical news, new to the indoor game, but very familiar with hurling. He probably just said to the lads, quick, fast ball, score as much as possible. That's probably the best tactics. Oh, Willie strikes, but another goal for Willie. That brings us up to 7. He's on a 21-point rampage, and he's really carrying his team. And Murphy with a bounce off the ground, nearly. I don't know. Yeah, it looked like was that Michael Finley used to do that as well. Bounce the ball off the turf. No, that was John Powers. Sorry, John Powers of Kilkenny. And Graham turns. Oh, and he put that in the corner. Put a stamp on it. That's going into the top corner. Well, the bottom corner in this case. And we're back with Ben Bears. Plays the ball out to Jerry Graham. Catches it. He looks up. Takes his point. And he hits it wide. No, he would be. Now 7 points is different here now. Dave Nelligan plays the ball up to Nappy. Oh, Murphy. Oh, so Cobb's on Murphy.
I'm wondering, is he a bit tired, Ben?
Yeah, is he getting old? Jimmy Gretton, and he's normally a lad that would have great discipline in all sports.
Very impressed with him.
Indoor, especially the indoor soccer, which I know doesn't feature on this, but and Bill with a puck out up to Brian Murphy. He's in the corner. He turns. Cobb sending him up. Great save by Ben Bears. And Matt Fahey. Oh, Matt Fahey. And they keep Murphy to a point. Great save by Ben Bears. Mike Fahey was Matthew Fahey was could have been a bit cleaner on the big. Oh, and then Willie and looking gives the hand off to Gretton. Gretton with the save. Oh no,
Actually, Blue were on top of this stage of the game.
that's so far. And the foul has to be. Willie takes it quick, but it wasn't where the foul was committed. So just looking at already, like looking at the matchups, the Brady Terry on Willie, and I don't know, there's a bit of a mixed match there with physicality and power. Like, would Green Team be better? And that's another goal by Willie as we're talking about him. And then Willie staying true to his word that he said at half time, hold the ball more and score more goals, and that's exactly what the blue team are doing. That's it. And now we've Dave Grieve coming up the field, plays the ball up. Willie's just after stepping off, and Liam Jones is on for a while, giving the talisman a bit of a break.
I disagree with Blue's tactics there. I think they should try to keep Willie on as much as possible.
Definitely, you think?
They lack the threat. Willie's on the field.
Yeah, they do, especially a scoring threat. You look now, you have young William Jones and Andrew Gilly up front there now. Two news members. So, and when you're chasing a game, when you're 5 points down, although they might just be trying to wear down the Green defence as well. Oh, Brian Murphy, tough against the board, and he plays out of play. There's Gilly and Grieve, two boys. And fair play to Craig Wagner. He doesn't waste any time with getting the ball back into play. For those who might be offline, Craig said that was his best play of the year. It's very early to be calling that, Craig, but maybe. Nappy. She got a great goal, as Fish was saying there, by the Italian stallion Nappy, as he puts a stamp on that and puts it in the top corner. Tam. That's what Eli. Oh, and a great goal there by Jerry Gretton. Jerry Gretton looking a bit more with as many injuries this morning than he did last week. And we have Gilly and Tree fighting for it here now. And we have Ben Bears and Nappy. So it was a quick break for Willie. I think he was only off for a minute. The old Alan Morris soccer rule, 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. And then we have Brian Murphy with a great, no mistake there, clinical, takes the shot. So we have Jamie Gretton. Oh, he will, but it's still there. Ball injured. Good save by Bill Jones. To be fair, credit to Bill. He stands up to all balls, whether they're coming fast and hard. And football. Brian Murphy with that goal again, and it's back to 11 points now. But Jerry Gretton is isolated with Max Jackal above, and it's end-to-end stuff for going a goal a minute here, I'd say. 8 points. Blue still struggling to close the gap. Young William Jones Jr. on Nappy, and it's the first roof hit of the game from a save of Stephen Cobb.
I'm just wondering about Blue's tactics. Should they swap Willie with Jerry Gretton and leave Jerry do the defending and Willie up top? Would it be more dangerous?
Possibly, but who knows? Willie's first follow today.
Yeah.
And we have El Mastro 2211. Who's El Mastro? If you're El Maestro, if you're out there, could you please turn on your headphones, Fish?
So apologies if people can't hear me. We're all
We'll huddle together here so we can share the same mic.
share knowledge.
Share knowledge. That's it. So, and El Maestro, if you could say who your real name is and not be incognito, you know, I have a feeling it is Eli Berg. And we already gave Eli a shout out this morning. Great to see feedback coming in from our listeners this morning. Strike partner. Oh, strike partner. Strike. This terminology I'm new, but if that's you, Eli Berg, it is great to hear.
Big hit there for the Hospital on Dave Nelligan.
Jeez, that was a big hit. That two boys, two beer merchants meeting head on.
That's what happened when a movable object beats an coming out.
That's it. When a desert meets an avalanche. And we have Conor Dillashak here with a lovely hand pass off to Murphy, but Stephen Cobb cuts that out. And
Listeners, is my sound any better at the minute? Just apologies if people can't hear me.
We welcome all feedback, sound, or even if you don't like Fish as a person, we'll welcome Haman, Fowler, except we have Alan Morris is the El Maestro, and a big shout out to you, Alan Morris. We were talking about you earlier and how you're not a big fan of the new rule because it's hurting your stats and probably your team as well. Oh,
Marcus gives the wide there.
Marcus is a wide. I would have brought in Hawkeye for that scenario again, but it looks like we went without him. And I'm not being sexist. That's saying that Hawkeye is a guy. It can be gender neutral. Hawkeye can be gender neutral.
Scoring seems to slow down there. Both teams.
Yeah. And that's the third or fourth foul that Tree has done this morning like that. I'll be asking the ref where the cards are. I'll be asking. On the keeper is the shout gotten from Derek, striked up. And El Maestro, Big Al, is the sound improved for Shane Doyle? Will we await your feedback?
William Costigan here, is he going to go for goal again?
Oh, he put. That was a tough one for the handle. No. So the sound isn't any better for Shane. Dave Grieve here, tipping away. And our order is coming from Bill Jones. Green, get in on there, don't watch. And definitely Brian Murphy isn't watching as he's in the thick of things here. And he shoots and he gets another goal. So we're looking at 11 points the difference here now. People only want to hear you anyway, Benji. Well, thank you very much, Alan. I really appreciate that kind feedback.
We have the battle of Benji and Willie today. Not Benji and Willie. Murphy and Willie today.
Murphy and Willie. Good old-fashioned shootout. Tip against Cork. Another point by Brian Murphy. So, if we're just quickly looking at the stats, we have how many goals for? The problem here is, like any good Glanbia accountant, Shane Doyle can only count up to 5, so...
We have 8 goals for Brian Murphy.
Don't forget to carry the one.
8 points.
8-8. 2 fat ladies for Brian Murphy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 goals for Willie Costigan and 3 points.
9-3.
And David Nelligan gets another goal there.
Nelligan with another goal, brought all the way over from East Cork. Went to school in St. Coleman's for my good lad. Oh, and he hits Matt Fatty. No signs from Matt Fatty. He gets the strike off and a good save by Bill. And we have Max Jackal in there. Such a cool name, Max Jackal. Really rolls off the tongue.
Real super villain name.
And Jerry Gretton strikes it up to Willie. And he put a bit of mustard in that pass for Willie. Willie bounces off the floor. Turns Brady the other way. Gets the strike off. Nelligan defending strong. Oh, but great effort there in defence. And we have Jake Martell. Plays the ball up. Jerry Gretton onto it. Jerry in his own 40. Tipping away. Then we got Max Jackal, next Bond villain. And he still has it, but Brady Terry's on him. On him like a blue bottle. And looks like, and we can really see in the last, as we approach the last 10 minutes, that it's getting a bit harder.
Point there for Jerry Graham as well.
A few more shout outs to those who might be joining this broadcast late. We have Ross Dunford on scoreboard, and in the stands we have Matt Daly, good guy Colm O'Reilly, and Sean Doonan in the Cusack stand, and on the Hogan here we have Craig Wagner and Big Will Jackson watching on. The game's being refed by Marcus Kennedy as he puts his hand up for another point from Stephen Cobb.
First point of the day from Stephen Cobb.
He's not known for more so known for his than for his goalkeeping, but Cobb taking matters into his own hand here as Matt Fahey winds up, strikes, ball cut out by Brady Terry.
The last few minutes, Ben, have been dominated by the Green defence. They've done excellent work.
There, yeah. And they're really dropping players back as Brian Murphy storms forward and goes for another point to make it 9 points and 8 goals. And we have what it looks like the ladies' soccer team getting ready for their session afterwards. What's the updated score there? So, Suki, not to and please save your puns, but for the green team it is 69. A little bit of a giggle there, and then for the blue team it is 55. So it's 14 points for the difference there, Shane. So you're black. You're with the black team, Shane. So Suki, that's okay. As we look at Mafa, he's doing great work there in defence. Risky hand pass there, but there'll be no thanks when they're reviewing the team meeting video review on Tuesday night, which I believe when the blue team reviews their team video, they won't be happy as that. Oh, I know, but that's the blue. The green team is Monday, yeah. But and just another goal there for Brian Murphy as he makes it 9-9. And Willie Costigan with a shot, but as Shane Doyle has been saying, the defence is looking really good for Green as Conor Dillashak comes out, gives the hand pass to Tree. Tree stands up, Jerry Gretton. Tree back to Conor Dillashak. Conor Dillashak to Murphy. They're playing it too tight there. They're all within space of a triangle of a yard. And Jerry Gretton, if he just got the ball there to Willie, now he does. Willie picks it up. He looks up, plays the ball square lands to Liam Jones. Liam Jones winds up. Oh, Liam Jones with the Tree with the block on Liam Jones. And what you call it? So where we're standing this morning is 72-55. What's that? Is that? That's
17-point difference, Ben.
17-point difference. Oh look! Well, I was holding my breath because Jerry Gretton just put a stamp on that in the top left corner. And from the puck out, Bill wasteful with the puck out, and he hands it straight back. Grieve with a sideline cut down the line.
Jerry Gretton's really standing out in the last 10 minutes. Really, he's good job there. He's Brandon Hard, and he's got a couple of scores for it as well.
He isn't. Jerry Gretton is like an Energizer bunny there. He's all go. I don't think he's taken a break as Brady comes up with a shot, and that hits the backboard. And Grieve back in defence and playing a stalwart game. Blue aren't having as well. They didn't have it easy last week either, but and we have more joining the stand, and it looks like Sheila and Tony from Patrickstown are here to get the last couple of minutes of the game. Just a reminder, this game is brought to you by the Club Tavern, where a lot of the guys are going for breakfast afterwards. So now they don't have black pudding, which is a pet peeve I have, as Jerry Gretton wins a free in danger territory. What do you think of that foul, Shane?
I actually didn't catch it, Ben. I was just doing quick the stat count again.
Oh yeah, and do you want to read out while Jerry eyes up a goal here? Jerry lifts, strikes, and a goal. So where are the standings now for the stats?
So we have Ryan Murphy is leading the war with Willie Costigan here. Willie has really quieted down in the second half. I don't know if it's that he's dropped back defensively or that he's actually tired. But Ryan Murphy is leading scores there. Jerry Graham with 6 goals is actually having an outstanding game as well.
Yeah, Jerry got a load of goals there in the last couple of minutes. Looks like Willie and Jerry are after swapping places, and Willie finds Jerry with that pass. Unfortunately, Jerry isn't able to hold on to it. He picks it up, he turns, he strikes now, and is a block by Jake.
Jerry will be disappointed for himself that he didn't hold on to that.
These were harsh critics, but no, that's the truth. We're only saying what the players. Oh! Big hit by Willie. He really holds Nelligan up. I tell you, I'd like to see those two lads go at it in a fight. Similar enough physiques, kind of like true beer merchant. I tell you, they're trained for beering.
You have to factor in the fact that Dave Nelson might well be tired as well.
Oh yeah, he could be tired because he was at the dance halls last night, but he's not tired while he scores that. Great goal by Nelligan from the free, and it looks like they got. Oh, and Nelligan really hits. And I tell you, if Andrew Guilfoyle hadn't got a welcome to Madison Hurling yet, it was extended by Nelligan there with a hard hit on him. So, and Andy Gilly's gonna step up and strike this himself as he picks it up and he strikes. He fouled the ball, unfortunately. Well, look, to be fair, when you're new, when it's your first couple times doing a thing, you're rusty, you're a bit nervous, you're not really sure where to put your hands, what to strike, how hard or fast to go. So, look, to be fair, he's still earning his stripes.
We are very quick learners here, though, man.
Yeah. As the Italian stallion comes from deep with that, but unfortunately, nothing came to it. Oh, Willie Costigan with a lovely touch, and we have that match up again that the fans are loving. Nelly and Willie, the two boys, probably go have a pint.
Not to be confused with Shane McGowan, who was also from Tipperary.
Exactly. Or what's that? The one who plays in the Saturdays. What's her name? And by all accounts, they're not cousins either. So, Una, if at the off chance you're listening, hello, how are you doing?
Another good goal there from
Brian Murphy, and the Italian stallion with a hand pass. Oh, lovely bit of intricity there. No, great bit of play there by the green thing. Nappy with a pass to Jake. Jake with a pass to Nelly, and then Brian Murphy, I believe, with the finish. Great work there, the intricities. And after stretch, they're still at 17 points as the clock runs under 4 minutes left. And
it's a big ass to come back here.
Big ass to come back, but coming to hour, coming to man, and here is Derek. Derek fighting away. He won't be stopped. The man all the way to Daisha. He loves his county, and Willie with the finish. Must say now, Derek Hayes fighting hard there now, all the way from Waterford. And we have a tussle up. Yeah, 3. He's fond of it now, and no one else really who likes a good push and a good tug than John Campbell. And if you're out there, John Campbell, listening this morning, hello. Shane Doyle still has your Christmas present. If you could call over to the house sometime and collect it, it'd be great, because it's looking a bit odd underneath our Christmas tree that is still hanging up. And Alan Morris comes in with intricity. I don't really know the meaning myself, Alan, but it was a good word at the time.
I think it is the verb for intricate, Alan, but I may very well be wrong there.
I'm from Cork, and English is my second language. Bull SH1T being my first.
I was going to say that.
And I must say, Shane, we're doing a good job with not cursing on the show. We have our filters on today, thank God.
Just for listeners, in their score now is 82-68.
82-68, 14 points. And also, look, I suppose, a shout out as well while we're talking. Joan, Mammy, if you're listening, good morning to you.
Excellent play.
Oh, great play. Oh, finish it!
He got it in.
He got it in. Jeez. Another one. Another couple attempts there was needed by Max Jackal, the Bond villain, to really get the ball in the net, and Jerry Gretton back fighting there now.
Fit there for Stephen Cobb, I'd just like to say that.
Oh yeah.
Queen's defence seems to have gone out the window in the last few minutes of this game.
Oh, here we go. Game on now, Jer. Oh,
Max should have done better
he
there.
should have done better. And we have Bill Jones, and he's going on his holidays. He's like the Hobbit. He's on an adventure as the goalkeeper leaves the line, and there's no sign of him going back. Conor Dilishak is after tipping back into the goal line as Willie. Oh no.
Willie is
The pass is to his right there as young Will Jones picks it up, strikes it, and it's his father clears it off the line.
no mercy shown there from Dad.
No. They'll be looking across, eating their Cocoa Pops later on this morning, and there won't be any love lost between those two.
Be silence at the breakfast table.
Silence it. And there the Italian cell is back on. He strikes at a point. And it brings it 83-71. And a dozen separates the sides.
40 seconds left.
40 seconds left. Murphy with the ball, strikes. And now I suppose it starts time to be putting forward the candidates for man of the match here as we approach the last couple of seconds. Maybe had a look past William Bryan.
Yeah,
Jerry Gretton with a good showing, but
Jerry Grant with a good showing, and Mike Paparella was a good showing as well, but I don't think he was on the field enough
to do it.
forward, yeah.
But look, there are three call outs: Willie, Bryan, and Nappy. Jerry Gretton, great effort as well. But going by scores alone, they're the boys. As Andrew Gilly gets his hand on the ball, and Willie with a buzzer shot.
Do we give that one or do we not?
We give it. So just finish it rounding up here now. 80.
Ross Dupton has given that.
Ross Dulford has given that the thumbs up from the score man.
Our independent adjudicator from Zambia Nutrition.
And again, this has been audited by KPMG. So
Don't sponsor us.
who don't sponsor us, lads? If you're out there, show a bit of money, will he?
We're still looking for a few bob.
But look, finally signing off here now. 83-74 is the score. Green with their first win. That takes the standings for Green 1 in 3 or 1 in 4. How do I do it?
1 and 3.
1 in 3.
Because you add them together to get 4.
Oh yeah. Oh Jesus, that makes sense. And that's why we have an accountant in the booth with us this morning. But no, just recapping on the game here now. Shane, what are you thinking? What are your thoughts? What were the standout moments?
I think at the start of that second half, there was excellent defending from Green for a spell of ongoing pressure for about 10 minutes. And they held out very well. I thought maybe if William Costigan stepped on a bit later or stayed on a bit more, maybe his fitness isn't there. I don't know.
Still early season yet, yeah.
Season, yeah. He's had a good winter. He's winning very well.
Very well. No, he bearded off a lot over the winter, so that's probably doing
I
help.
think if Blue had him on a bit longer, they might have might been a different game.
Perfect.
I think injuries kind of maybe a little bit. I don't know. Dues are a good presence there, but he was well filled in
No, I
by
don't.
Bill Jones.
Yeah. So, great work by Jerry Gretton as well on the blue team. So really
Looks like
a tidy operator.
very industrious. Very, very industrious. Like to thank Marcus Kennedy as well for reffing with
Reffing.
common rules and introduced us to those.
Yeah.
There is no push in the back in Roscommon apparently. Alan Mowers can testify for this after years of marking Marcus.
In hurling and football. And on the green team, I suppose Brian Murphy played very well, operated with a good scores.
I think my standout point is the defence from Green in the start of that second.
It has, yeah. And like to be fair, a great showing in defence has been Brady Terry and Bill doing a good work here as well.
That was an excellent pickup from Green.
Yeah, a great trade. So like you have to be very smart with your trades. And who was in Brady Terry's in for good guy Colm O'Reilly. So look, the subs like Phil Forts not being able to make was a bit of an upset, but Steve Cobb played very strong as well for the blue team.
Yeah, you just wonder if Phil Fights maybe picking up Murphy would have been a bit stronger on the man mark than Element.
And like if Blue had Eli Berg, how would they have done? Overall, strong game.
An excellent game, good even game.
So what you call it? Any other call outs before we finish up here till until next week, Shane? As the girls take to the field here now and the sun sets.
Speaking of girls, I suppose I have to say hello to Kelly.
Oh, a big shout out to the old all. And I'd like to shout out to, and I already mentioned Joan Cottrell. Good morning to you, Joan.
Shout out to Joan. I hope you're not listening to this part.
So no, as we look, will as the sun sets or rises on today's events, I just like to thank the two teams for coming and giving it their all, and that's it really.
Yeah. We're gonna have to turn off this.
Yeah,
again here
I think we just press pause now. No, I'm just gonna let it running because God forbid we lose all this material. No, I wouldn't press a thing. Oh look, just before we go, we have the ref Marcus Kennedy here. Marcus, you have to speak very into my mouth. It's almost yeah.
like this, yeah.
No, you can't. But what do you think of today's proceeding? Who was your call
Close
out?
game, no? Close game. There was a lot of accountants out there.
There was
A lot of people counting lips. A lot of people not counting fouls or anything like that. Like, new football boots on, right?
New football boots.
Top
Well,
class.
well, you look
Top
good
class
out there.
refereeing boots.
You look good. You look good out there anyway. And
Who's man of the match, lads?
well, we put 3 contenders forward as man of the match.
Go on.
We put Brian Murphy, Willie Costigan, and who's Jerry, and I think we Nappy as well. Yeah,
No,
but
that's 4.
4, yeah.
You need an accountant over here, do you?
No, he added Jerry Gretton in the last minute, unofficially. So look,
You kind of have to give it to a winner, don't you?
oh, well, that's up. Who announces? We'll discuss offline. We'll take this offline.
To be continued.
So thank you very much from me, Benjamin. Goodbye. God bless. Stay safe.
We didn't curse all game.
G-rated.
We kept it G-rated.
Maybe not G-rated, but
There might be a few.
There was lad said my mic wasn't working, so I don't know.
What city mic was
Morris and Sophie right in.
You will be up.
He said he could hear me, but it was so.
They mentioned it.
We had no idea.
Well, I also have this video, so maybe I'll use the audio right off 15 minutes. You can hear me personally, even without the mic. Oh, you can't pull out. Oh, right, so 10 minutes is my goes here. No wonder.
That explains that.
I was trying to sabotage it. We need a producer.
Someday, I'll be here.
The soldest man from off, please. But I like the big goal. I'm really gonna roll with it.
You guys gotta work out the man on the match.
Oh yeah. I said really 6 goals. Definitely with the winner. Murphy always gets it. Murphy or not? I say give it to Nappy. I give it to Murphy. Murphy got it alright. Well, you might. Oh no, the democracy here, Bill. Well, you might as well. I'm no Kim Jong. Look, Murphy's not going to drink this. Nelligan, actually, I get the Nelligan. Actually, Murphy got a ball of goals. Connor D. Connor D. I don't think so. I give it to Nappy. He did a great 2 goals. Fought hard. Confrontation. It's almost like we're really just
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?